I want to take a minute just to explore a couple of examples that might illustrate why we would ever bother studying matrices in the first place. And we'll just look at a simple couple of examples that illustrate how matrices can be beneficial if we use them to organize data. So let's look at this. Let's suppose that we have two dealerships. We have dealership 1 and dealership 2, and in both dealerships you have two models of cars, Model A and Model B. And in addition to that, you have the regular package and the plus package. So for example, at dealership 1, you have Model A, you have 30 of those with the regular package. And then you have 14 at that same dealership of Model A with the plus package. So at this dealership, you have 30 Model A's regular package, 14 Model A's with the plus package. And likewise at dealership 2, you have 20 of the regular package Model A and 10 of the plus package. In other words, we've got this data stored here. And let's suppose that you want to compute, well, how much of this Model A regular package do we have at dealership 1 and dealership 2 combined? Well, of course, you could just add those, right? You've got 30 here and 20 here. And then you could say, well, how much of the plus package of Model B do we have? Well, we have 22 here at dealership 1 and 2 over here at dealership 2. But you can see, having the data organized like this, you could have a computer just add these two matrices together, or you could do it yourself, and you could see, well, it's very simple. I come up with, for Model A, I've got 50 regular package and 24 the plus package, if you look at the two dealerships combined. Now, this is a very simple case, but imagine if you had hundreds of dealerships and dozens of models and all different kinds of variations on cars. Having your data in arrays like this might be beneficial in getting a computer to add to perform operations. Now let's look at another one. Let's suppose that you have a stock of models A, B, and C of some product, and you have warehouse 1 and warehouse 2. So for example, this is your stock matrix. For model A at warehouse 1, you have 30. Okay? You have 30 at warehouse 1. You have 14 at warehouse 2. See how this works? So Model B, you have 25 at warehouse 1 and 22 at warehouse 2. So you can see, okay, at warehouse 2, how many Model A's do I have? Well, warehouse 2, Model A, 14. Okay? Let's suppose these are the numbers. These are the quantities of this model of product that you have at warehouse 1 and warehouse 2. Now, let's suppose that you have a price matrix where you have a wholesale price, which is column 1, and a retail price, which is column 2, and these prices have to do with models A, B, and C. So for example, for Model A, the wholesale price per unit is $100. The retail price for Model A is $150. So you can see you've got Model A over here, wholesale retail here. Now, what would happen? So this is the way we have our data stored. What if we calculate S times P? What would that be? Well, let's think about it. We've got S, which is a 2 by 3, and P, which is a 3 by 2. Now, these middle numbers are the same, 3. So we're going to get a 2 by 2 matrix. See, a 2 by 2. And let's calculate position 1, 1 here. Let's take row 1, multiply it by column 1, and see if we can figure out what that tells us. Okay, so look. So we've got, now notice row 1 is warehouse 1. So we're taking warehouse 1 quantities for each model and multiplying it by its corresponding wholesale price. So look, we're going to take 30 times 100. That's the wholesale value of product for Model A at warehouse 1. See? 30 times 100, right? And then we've got 25 times 50. Well, that's the wholesale value of the product at warehouse 1 for model B. And then finally, 10 times 375. Well, actually 10 times 200, I'm sorry, 10 times 200. 10 times 200, that is the wholesale value of the product for Model C at Warehouse 1. Now we get a total of $6,250. I'll put it right there. So if you look at this matrix and look at position 1-1, row 1, column 1, that tells you the value, the wholesale value of product at Warehouse 1. Because what we did was we just added the wholesale value for Model A, Model B, and Model C. And you could do that without matrices. But if you have all this in a couple of matrices the way we do here, you could easily put this in a calculator and just immediately calculate all these numbers. For example, this number right here, 8,250. What is that? Well, that is row 2, column 2. So what would that be? That would be the warehouse 2, the retail value of the product at warehouse 2. See? So this is the retail value of product at warehouse 2. So here you can see, yeah, sometimes it's probably pretty nice to have data like this in a matrix form.